Ever wonder why some people seem to steal your peace even in old age? What if I told you there are 5 types of people you should never be kind to if you want to protect your happiness and sanity? These aren't strangers. They're often the ones closest to us. But setting boundaries doesn't make you heartless, it makes you wise. In this video, we'll reveal exactly who these people are, and why distancing yourself from them might be the best decision you'll ever make. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe for more powerful life content. Your peace matters, let's protect it together. Lesson 1. Protect your peace from manipulators. As we grow older, we realize that peace of mind is more valuable than anything money can buy. We don't need chaos, guilt, or drama, we need calm, love, and respect. That's why one of the biggest lessons to learn in old age is this: be careful with chronic manipulators. These are people who twist situations, play the victim, or make you feel guilty even when you've done nothing wrong. They might come in the form of a relative, a longtime friend, or even someone you've known your whole life. But just because they've been around a long time doesn't mean they deserve unlimited kindness. You see, a manipulator knows how to make everything about themselves. If you say no, they act hurt. If you try to set boundaries, they call you selfish. Over time, you begin to doubt yourself. You start thinking maybe you're the problem, but here's the truth: it's not selfish to protect your peace, it's smart. Being kind doesn't mean being blind. It doesn't mean allowing someone to use your good heart as a weakness. In your later years, you've earned the right to enjoy your life, to breathe freely, and to give your energy only to people who truly appreciate it. If someone constantly drains you, makes you feel guilty, or uses emotional tricks to control your actions, it's okay to step back. You don't have to be rude. You don't have to fight. You can simply choose distance. Kindness isn't about pleasing everyone. It's about living in a way that honors your well-being, so the next time a manipulative person tries to pull you into guilt, drama, or confusion, pause. Ask yourself, do I really need this in my life now? If the answer is no, give yourself permission to walk away. Not with anger, but with peace, because at the end of the day, the most powerful act of kindness is the one you give yourself: freedom from emotional games. Lesson 2. Don't be too kind to constant critics. As we grow older, something becomes very clear: life is too short to keep proving yourself to people who always find fault in you. No matter how much good you do, there are some people who will only notice your mistakes. These are the constant critics, and in your later years, it's okay to stop entertaining them. Critics come in many forms. It could be a family member who never says thank you but always says you should have done better. Or a friend who never celebrates your efforts, but always points out what's missing. And sometimes, it's not even what they say, it's how they say it: the tone, the attitude, the look of disapproval. You may have tried everything, being extra kind, working harder, trying to please them. But here's the truth: some people criticize not because you're doing wrong, but because that's just who they are. And no matter how kind you are, they will always find a reason to complain. But in your older years, you don't owe anyone perfection. You owe yourself peace, joy, and self-respect. If someone can't see your efforts, your heart, or your value, you don't have to keep giving them front-row access to your life. This doesn't mean you should be rude or angry. It just means you can choose your circle wisely. Surround yourself with people who appreciate your presence, not just your performance. People who uplift you, not tear you down. Kindness is beautiful, but kindness without boundaries invites pain. You deserve to spend your time with those who see your worth, speak with love, and bring light into your life. So the next time a constant critic speaks, just smile, nod, and move on. Don't carry their opinions in your heart. You've lived, you've learned, and you've earned the right to be treated with respect. Let your later years be full of joy, not judgment. Because your peace is more important than their opinion. Lesson 3. Be careful with the ones who only take. As we get older, our time and energy become more precious. We've spent years helping others, giving our hearts, and showing up for people we care about. But now, in this peaceful chapter of life, it's important to ask, who's truly there for you? And who's only there to take? There are some people who only come around when they need something. It could be money, time, advice, or emotional support. At first, you may not notice it. You give because you care. You listen because you're kind. But over time, you begin to realize the relationship feels one-sided. When you need help or just a kind word, they're suddenly too busy. Your kindness is never returned. Your silence is never noticed. This kind of relationship isn't healthy, it's draining. And in your later years, you deserve better. You deserve balance, not burden. Being kind is a strength. But kindness without limits becomes self-neglect. It's okay to say no when your heart feels tired. It's okay to step back from people who only take but never give. You don't have to be angry or cold, just honest with yourself. Ask, do I feel valued in this connection? If the answer is no, that's your sign. Start giving your time and care to people who truly appreciate you, not just need you. A real relationship, whether it's family, friendship, or anything else, should be a two-way street. Not always perfect, but full of mutual respect, love, and effort. Remember, you've already spent so much of your life giving. Now, it's your turn to receive warmth, peace, and joy. Let go of guilt. Let go of the idea that saying no makes you selfish. It doesn't. It means you finally love yourself enough to protect your heart. So from now on, be kind, but be wise. Give, but give where love returns. Because the best years of your life deserve the best kind of people. Lesson 4. Distance yourself from those who reopen old wounds. As we age, one of the greatest gifts we can give ourselves is emotional peace. Life has already brought us ups and downs, joy and pain, lessons and healing. So in this season of life, the last thing we need is someone who constantly brings up the past, especially the parts that hurt the most. Some people never let you grow. No matter how much you've changed or how kind you've become, they still hold on to the version of you that made mistakes. They don't let things go. Instead, they keep reminding you of your past, using it to make you feel guilty or small. But here's something you must remember: you are not your past. You've learned. You've grown. You've tried. And you deserve to move forward without being dragged backward. People who reopen old wounds don't always do it out of hate. Sometimes, it's their way of controlling the narrative. Other times, it's because they haven't healed themselves. But either way, you don't have to keep letting them reopen what you've worked so hard to heal. In your older years, emotional peace is more important than winning arguments or proving your growth. You don't need to explain yourself over and over again to people who choose not to see your progress. It's okay to create distance. You can love people from afar. You can wish them well without inviting them into your peaceful space. Protecting your healing is not selfish. It's wisdom. You've already carried the weight of your mistakes. You don't have to carry someone else's refusal to forgive, so surround yourself with people who see your heart, not your history. People who speak life, not guilt. People who help you grow, not keep you stuck. Let your future be lighter than your past. Choose peace over pain. And always remember, you deserve relationships that honor your healing, not harm it, because this chapter of your life isn't about looking back. It's about moving forward with grace, strength, and peace. Lesson 5. Say no to people who bring drama. As we grow older, we realize something very important: peace is priceless. In our younger years, we may have tolerated chaos, arguments, gossip, and emotional roller coasters. But now, in this wiser chapter of life, we understand peace isn't just nice to have. It's necessary. Some people seem to carry drama with them wherever they go. They're always upset with someone, always telling stories filled with tension, or always pulling others into their emotional storms. At first, you may try to be supportive. You listen. You try to help. But eventually, you notice their drama becomes your stress. And here's the truth: you don't need to be part of anyone's storm to prove you care. You've lived long enough to know that peace doesn't come from pleasing everyone. It comes from choosing what and who you allow into your life. If someone always brings problems, gossip, or conflict into your space, it's okay to gently step back. This isn't about judging them. It's about protecting your own emotional health. In your later years, your days should be filled with calm, laughter, and meaningful conversations, not anxiety, confusion, or frustration. Drama is exhausting. It drains your joy and steals your time. So, how do you handle it? With grace. Be kind, but be clear. You can say, "I don't have the energy for this right now," or "let's focus on something positive." You don't need to argue. You don't need to explain. You simply need to choose peace. Surround yourself with people who bring warmth, not worry. People who inspire you, not drain you. People who talk about dreams, not drama. You've earned the right to protect your space. You've earned the right to enjoy quiet mornings, peaceful evenings, and relationships that feel safe and supportive. So remember this: you are not unkind for avoiding drama. You are wise. And your peace, your beautiful, hard-earned peace, is worth more than any temporary conversation or dramatic distraction. Let this stage of life be your softest, calmest, and most joyful yet. Conclusion. Thank you so much for watching. If even one of these lessons helped you reflect, protect your peace, or feel understood, that means the world to us. We'd love to hear from you. Which lesson spoke to your heart the most? Have you ever had to let go of someone for your own happiness? Your story might inspire someone else who needs the courage to choose peace. So if you found even a little value in this video, please like, share, and drop your thoughts in the comments. Your feedback is not only welcome, it's truly appreciated.